Okay folks, here we go again. This is the last one we'll be doing for today. This is what I use as the leader on this is 30 pound copolymer fishing line. Well, you all could read, right? And this is what I use for leader. Now this video here will be showing you guys how we join leader to braid. Okay, so we coming off of the slammer, the 6500. This is 20 pound Berkeley's fire braid, fire line, right? Now, okay, so the tie we'll be tying here is the FG knot. Now this is the action we're looking for here. You wrap it on your pinky. Now some people find another way to do it. Some people make jigs, have nail tie up. They pong a couple nails onto a piece of board on the table or something, and they do it with that. I find the most effective method for me is with the pinky to hold the line. It's really effective. Now here we go. So what we start with is, alright, you have your line, your target, enough slack, and this is the leader we're using, the monofilament leader. Now you rest it on top of the line like so, right? And now you're starting from here, you're wrapping it going up. One. Now you start from the bottom. Your first wrap there, and you're pulling, you're keeping everything under tension. Just wrapping up, down. So you're going up, down. Don't need to be pulling extremely tight, just keep it under enough tension that you can keep the wrap going uniform. Right, and we're going up, down. Usually within 16 to 20 wraps works. Right, and the key thing to getting this knot to stay good all the time is stopping the line. When you're stopping the line, you always make your last wrap going up, pointing up here. Right, now that we finished the wraps, you let go the end that was tied onto your pinky and the braid, the target of the braid, and you make one simple overhand knot. Don't need to be too fancy or anything, just pull them tight enough to cinch them in. Now some people, I usually do two just to secure it and to make sure it doesn't slip when you're pulling it to tension, right? So this is basically what you're looking for here. Once you can get the line to wrap like this, you'll see in a few how it looks when you cinch it. Now what we do is, you hold the line, because it's braid will take some slack, right? You wrap the braid around your hand a couple times so you don't get cut. Try to wrap it in the palm of your hand. 1, 2, right? And you notice on the third wrap, you always try to make it where everything is easy to work, right? And it comes same thing with the nylon now. You wrap them with the leader and you hold them like this, and you pull. Right? Now what that does, when you pull the line, if you notice, this is the finished product here you're looking for. Okay, neatly, really neat. Now you wouldn't get it neat on your first go. I tied this line some years now, so I have a little bit of practice in it, but this is the finish. Now what you do, you come with your cutter. This is my sole reason for using a nail clipper. You come with your cutter, right? As close as you could. Now if you look, you could barely see, you could see that there's no nylon remaining, no leader pointing out. What that does is protects the guide from the nylon or the leader when reeling in from damaging it. And it come now simple. It's still in finish yet. You just make a simple overhand knot. Right? I wrap it 2 to 3 times just for safety measures. Not needed, but can never be too safe. And you just take your time and make sure the knot remains on top of the nylon we just cut, the leader. Okay folks, so this here is the finished knot. Cut off your tag again. And what is a really nice way to finish it off, if you have a lighter on hand, just with that little in there, oh, this is the finish we're looking for here. Smooth, simple knot. Right? Now for the leader. When using leader, I do rock fishing, so what I usually do is take a decent amount of line onto the reel. Don't make sure if it's see in the camera, that's right. Usually 20 to 30 feet a leader. The reason for that, I'll explain it. Right. When fishing on the rocks, most of the time your line, the people don't use the braid because it bursts easy on the rocks, right? Braid is not as abrasion resistant as the nylon or the monofilament or the fluorocarbon. So you use the leader to prevent losing your fish all the time. Hold on. Right, so the reason why I use 20 to 30 feet of leader, you can see it have a portion of leader stacked down on the braid there, is while you're on the rocks fishing, most of the time the line would be rubbing on the rocks, and if you leave just the braid alone, it does snap easily because the braid is not as abrasion resistant as the nylon, the monofilament or fluorocarbon. So we add 20 to 30 feet of leader. So most of the time that is what would be rubbing on the rocks and the reefs and all the little edges that out there to snag the line, avoiding the line from snapping or cutting off as they hook up on a good fish, right? And we do that on all of our rods. We set 30 to 20 feet of leader straight up. This one, because it's running monofilament line already, I wouldn't add on that because I already have leader on it, but you still use a decent amount of leader. So yeah, that's it guys, that's it for today's video. Your boy Shaq from Outdoor Addicts here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tune in for more content.